I know it might be frustrating for you when women don't just tell you what they want sexually. I know that for you as a man, that practically that would just make your life so much easier. But if you can understand that it's the pursuit that actually is a huge part of the foreplay for us women. So when we want things secretly sexually, it's not to punish you. I want you to understand that. I think that some guys get so annoyed with us women. It's like, oh, I think they're just playing mind games. They're just testing me. It is a bit of a test. I'm not going to lie to you about that. It's a test of, does he find me valuable enough? Does he find me worthy enough? They're not going to say it this way. But is he going to see me valuable enough to pursue me? And so, yes, there are those secret things that we wish, we hope, we pray that you do for us sexually. But we don't tell you because we do want that sense of pursuit. That if you can just understand that pursuit, pay attention when I say this. Pursuit doesn't equal punishment. It's not to punish you. Pursuit is foreplay. If you can just kind of rewire your brain to think of like, when I pursue her, this is getting her panties wet. Like, this is turning her on. This makes her want to unleash that inner savage side of her where she just wants to go wild in the bedroom with me when I properly pursue her. And this also builds connection. When you pursue her, it makes that part of her as a woman feel safe and loved and secure and seen. That builds that connection. It builds that sexual escalation when you really make effort to pursue us. So that's why it's a secret. That's why we're not just coming out and telling you. And here's the other thing. Men who are really tapped into their masculinity, they want that pursuit. Really, you want that pursuit. You want to feel like you're conquering something. If she just lays down starfish on the bed, it's like, okay, whatever you want to do, do it. No, you want to feel that sense of conquering, right? You want to feel like she's into it, but you're conquering her. Like, there is that sexual side of it that is a turn on for you as well. So the pursuit actually goes for both parties involved. Now listen, I do want to share with you that I have a brand new free downloadable guide for you, and it's 7 exercises that men do to boost confidence in the bedroom. And so if you're like, I'm interested, you can get it in the comment section below. You can get it in my description. It's fantastic. And I used a bunch of pictures from me in Bali, and I did a lingerie shoot, but it's not like that over the top. But yes, it's beautifully done. So if I may say so myself. But yes, make sure that you get your hands on that guide, because there are going to be some things in there that you've not thought of, or maybe you've thought of but you forgot about and you're just not doing, and that can really revolutionize how you feel in the bedroom and the experience that you give her. So yes, that's why it's a secret. It's that hidden desire inside of a woman that we just want to be pursued by you. So here is the thing that you need to understand. Women, yes, we like to show you that we're strong, and we like to show you that, that we know what we want. But at the end of the day, we secretly want you to take lead in the bedroom. And you might be thinking, that's not so much of a secret, Arica, but it is, in terms of we want you to lead in the positions that you move our body in, the experiences that you provide us in the bedroom. We actually want you to take lead of that. Now listen, you may encounter a woman who's really in touch with her sexuality, and so she's gonna know the things that she wants. A woman like myself, I'm very in touch with my sexuality. I know the things that work for me. But I still want to be surprised. Women who are in touch with their sexuality, they still want to learn something new. And here's the thing that you need to know about your body and the way that you touch a woman. There are going to be things that you do, and it can be the exact same technique. It can be the exact same position. But because it's coming from you, maybe your fingers feel different. Maybe the way that you're shaped, your penis, the way it's shaped is different. Or maybe it's this way, whatever it is. You can put her in those same positions that another man can, but because it comes from your body, you can create a new experience. So as you get more confident with yourself, you can know, like, what are your go-to moves that really bring pleasure to a woman, and do those. Use those moves, please. But yeah, we want to be led into new experiences. And that's why it's so important for you to feel confident about yourself, so that you can trust those intuitive guides, those intuitive feelings that you feel like, oh, I wonder what it would feel like to put her body in this position. When you lead from that, that actually is coming from such a place of authenticity, that is intertwined with your energy, and so she can feel the connection of that, as opposed to a guy who's leading her into an experience but he's not connected to it. It's just pure technique, it's just pure form. There's no heart involved, there's no connection involved. That just feels like sandpaper to the skin. It doesn't create that euphoric experience. As a man who's willing to lead from the things that he feels he wants to do to her body. So that is the second thing, that it's a secret thing that we wish more men would do, and men just don't, and that is to feelings. We want to know how we make you feel. When you're giving a guy a blowjob, not that you are, but as a woman, when a woman is giving a guy a blowjob, and I'm sure any woman watching this is going to be like, oh my God, please, yes, educate these guys on this. Let's say a woman's giving you a blowjob and you're just like laying there and you don't say anything. This is the most frustrating thing ever. It's like, we want to know how you feel, how we impact you, the experience that you're bringing, which means you are going to have to verbalize the experience that you're having. And you might be saying, Arica, I don't like to talk. I don't want to say anything. I just want to be in the moment. I just want to enjoy it. Okay, but it's like driving a car for 7 hours and not refueling it. You need to think of it that way. I'm trying to make it as practical as I can for you guys. But when you tell her how you feel when she touches you, when her lips are on you, the way that the sensations, like, oh my God, you give me chills, or you make me so hard, or oh my God, that feels delicious. When you say things like that, that fuels her to want to do even a better job for you. She wants to love on you better. She wants to make you, explode sexually when you articulate back to her how you're feeling in the experience. So guys, you gotta practice this. You've gotta get better. Even, I know it may sound really stupid, but even practicing in front of a mirror, like saying those things, imagining a woman touching on you and thinking about the things that you want to say. Here's a challenge. It's not a challenge. It's actually your biggest breakthrough if you'll just do it, which is you're already thinking these things. So you might as well say it. If you don't say it, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And if you're like, Arica, I do struggle with things to say, then make sure you get that free downloadable guide, because I do say some things in there that you should say, because I know how to say these things. So make sure that you learn that part right there. If you don't know what to say in the guide, I'll give you a couple lines that you can say to really turn up that sexual heat, that sexual energy. So yeah, she wants to be led, but she wants to be led into new experiences. And really, that's much more than just technique. It's finding out what your rhythm is, how your ability to please a woman, and making sure that you're comfortable with that, and then giving that to her, because it could be the same technique that another guy has tried, but because it's coming from you and you've put your energy into it, it does create and lead her into a new experience because it's coming from you. And yes, we want to know, the second thing is we want to know how you feel when we're touching you, when we're sucking you, when we're licking you, how it feels to be inside of us. What does my vagina feel like? Like, tell me these things. Like, how do I make you feel? Are you excited? Are you turned on? You need to tell her what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. It will actually inspire her to want to be more sexy. But when you're quiet and you don't say anything, it does shut her down. We do need that feedback, just like you probably want to hear that feedback of how, I mean, I could get very graphic here, but I will save that for for my groups and my private courses. I won't get that graphic here. So yes, these are some very important things. And the third thing is this: polarity with your touch. That's right. Just like there's light and there's darkness, there's soft and there's hard. We want both. For example, when you're going down on a woman, if it's just soft the entire time, it's nice, but just a little bit of a little bit more pressure here and there can really excite her, because when it's unexpected and she doesn't realize it, it's like, ooh, there goes that. And listen, if she doesn't like it, then that can become a part of your conversation with her. It's the same thing with touch. It's like touching her hair very softly, but then giving it a nice little tug. It's touching her arms, but then like squeezing her and holding her. It's kissing her lips very gently, and then maybe putting a little pressure, adding more passion to that kiss. It's doing that balance, that yin-yang balance, a polarity with your touch. A little soft, a little bit of pressure, like going back and forth and finding the rhythm. What part of it really plays her body well? What does her body get in harmony with? What is the melody that her body wants to play under a touch? Listen, it's like a piano, and it's like you can either make beautiful music out of that, or it can sound like cling, 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 cling. And let me tell you, when a guy doesn't know to use polarity with his touch, it does feel a bit cringy. Even though he's trying to be soft and he's trying to be kind, it's just like, I'm not feeling any passion. It's honestly, I mean, every woman is different, but when a guy is just so soft the whole time and it doesn't elicit that excitement, it does start feeling a bit creepy. It's like, okay, it's like if you guys are just, if it's a new thing for you guys, it's like, yeah, I want to feel like, how far on the spectrum, what is your capacity here? What's low, what's high? Like, I want to know, I want to experience you. So make sure that you're bringing that polarity with your touch to her, that there's some gentle softness caressing, but then that there's also some of that pressure. It's even with your thrust. Like, I know guys have been so screwed up with porn because it's just, you see a lot of pressure, but it's not always that. It's that teasing. It's going slow, it's going gentle, it's going fast, and then just surprising her, and then just giving her like some proper thrusting, some proper pressure. So this is all really important, and these are the things that we want. And here is also the reason why this is a secret, and you need to understand this. Women, we've been conditioned to be very sweet and be kind girls. And so most of the time that's been ingrained in us since we were children. The last thing we want to do is hurt your feelings when we know you're very vulnerable, trying to bring pleasure to us. Most women are not going to want to hurt your feelings. And so that's why they're not telling you openly what they want sexually. So these are the secret things that we crave. This is how we want to be touched by you sexually. So I hope that this was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And also in the comment section, of the three, which one is your favorite? I want to know. Is it the fact that leading through experience that comes directly from you, where you've like embodied this like certain move that you know is your go-to move and you're guiding her into that new experience? Or is it, I do need to become more vocal because I do want to say these things, but I didn't know women wanted to hear this stuff. They do want to hear it. And the third thing is you know, that polarity in touch. You're like, you know what, Arica, maybe I'm too hard, or maybe, yeah, I cater too much on the soft side, but yeah, mixing it up and bringing that polarity. Tell me in the comment section which one spoke to you. Now, I have a whole playlist of these videos really to support you, because here's the thing. I believe that when you're confident in the bedroom, you're going to be confident in the workplace, you're going to be confident in your community, you're going to be confident in your ability to create. That this is that life force, that sexual transmutation gives you that ability to create more. So make sure you watch this playlist. I love you guys. I'll see you soon in another video of mine. Take care.